When I was 4, I lived with my mother and brothers and sisters in a small town on the island of Luzon. Father's farm had been destroyed in 1918 by one of our sudden Philippine floods. So several years afterwards, we all lived in the town, though he preferred living in the country. We had as a next-door neighbor a very rich man whose sons and daughters seldom came out of the house. While we boys and girls played and sang in the sun, his children stayed inside and kept the windows closed. His house was so tall that his children could look inside the window of our house and watch us played or slept or ate. Now, this rich man's servants were always frying and cooking something good, and the aroma of the food was wafted down to us from the windows of the big house. We hung about and took all the wonderful smells of the food into our beings. Sometimes, in the morning, our whole family stood outside the windows of the rich man's house and listened to the musical sizzling of the thick strips of bacon or ham. Some days, the rich man appeared at a window and glowered down at us. He looked at us one by one as though he were condemning us. We were all healthy because we went out in the sun. We were always in the best of spirits and our laughter was contagious. Other neighbors who passed by our house often stopped in our yard and joined us in laughter. As time went on, the rich man's children became thin and anemic, while we grew even more robust and full of life. The rich man started to cough at night. Then he coughed day and night. His wife began coughing too. Then the children started to cough, one after the other. At night, their coughing sounded like the barking of a herd of seals. We hung outside their windows and listened to them. We wondered what happened. One day, the rich man appeared at a window and stood there a long time. He banged down the window and ran through his house, shutting all the windows. From that day on, the windows of our neighbor's house were always closed. The children did not come out anymore. We could still hear the servants cooking in the kitchen, and no matter how tight the windows were shut, the aroma of the food came to us in the wind and drifted gratuitously into our house. One morning, a policeman from the Presidencia came to our house with a sealed paper. The rich man had filed a complaint against us. Father took me with him when he went to the town clerk and asked him what it was about. He told Father that the man claimed for years we had been stealing the spirit of his wealth and food. When the day came for us to appear in court, Father brushed his old uniform and borrowed a pair of shoes from one of my brothers. We were the first to arrive. Father sat on a chair in the center of the courtroom. The rich man arrived. He had grown old and feeble. His face was scarred with deep lines. With him was his young lawyer. Spectators came in and almost filled the chairs. The judge entered the room and sat on a high chair. He stood in a hurry and then sat down again. After the courtroom preliminaries, the rich man's lawyer jumped up and pointed his finger at Father.
Do you or do you not agree that you have been stealing the spirit of the complainant's wealth and food?
I do not.
Do you or do you not agree that while the complainant and his children grew sickly, you and your family became strong of limb and fair in complexion?
I agree.
How do you account for that?
I would like to see the children of complaint, Judge.
Bring in the children of the complaint.
They came in shyly. The spectators covered their mouths with their hands. They were so amazed to see the children so thin and pale. The children walked silently to a bench and sat down without looking up. They stared at the floor and moved their hands uneasily. Father could not say anything at first. Finally, he said,
I should like to cross-examine the complaint.
Proceed.
Do you claim that we stole the spirit of your wealth and became a laughing family, while yours became morose and sad?
Yes.
Do you claim that we stole the spirit of your food by hanging outside your windows when your servants cooked it?
Yes.
Then we are going to pay you right now.
He walked over to where we children were sitting on the bench and took my straw hat off my lap and began filling it up with centavo pieces that he took out of his pockets. He went to Mother, who added a fistful of silver coins.
May I walk to the room across the hall and stay there for a few minutes, Judge?
Proceed.
Thank you.
He strode into the other room with the hat in his hands.
Are you ready?
Proceed.
The sweet tinkle of the coins carried beautifully in the courtroom. The spectators turned their faces toward the sound with wonder.
Did you hear it?
Hear what?
The spirit of the money when I shook the hat.
Yes.
Then you're paid.
The rich man opened his mouth to speak and fell to the floor without a sound.
Case dismissed.
Father strutted around the courtroom. The judge even came down from his high chair to shake hands with him.
By the way, I had an uncle who died laughing.
You wanna hear my family laugh, Judge?
Why not?
Did you hear that, children?
My sister started it. The rest of us followed them. Soon, the spectators were laughing with us, holding their bellies and bending over the chairs, and the laughter of the judge was the loudest of all.